Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your week of October 11th, 2021 general tarot reading. We got cards flipping for you, too. That's always a good sign to me when the cards are flipping already. All right. But we're going to look at you coming into this week, your energies, some challenges you might be facing, as well as some possible outcomes for you this week. So we're also going to do clarifiers for all those cards, and we're going to tie everything off with an oracle card at the end. So thank you so much for being here, Sagittarius, and let's just see how you're looking coming into this week. All right, you got the Five of Wands, Sagittarius. That's you. The Temperance card. That's awesome. And we got two that want to come out here. We got the Hierophant and the Two of Wands. All right, so this is really awesome. So we already got you showing up in your reading, and we also got Taurus here too. So if you're new to tarot, every zodiac sign has a major arcana card that represents them. So your card is the Temperance card, and Taurus's card is the Hierophant. So you may have Taurus in your chart. Let me know down below if you do. I always like to hear about that kind of stuff. But if you do, that's super awesome. That means you're coming in a super strong position here. Even if Taurus isn't in your chart, you're coming in a very strong position just because you're coming in your own reading here. So very powerful. Five of Wands here, saying that you're very committed to self-improvement, or you have been improving yourself lately, whether that's learning new skills, just more concerned about your health, your wealth, things like that. Two of Wands represents you being very stable here, and also kind of looking at towards what you might possibly be able to accomplish in the future. As you can see, this person has the world in their hands, right? The world is their oyster, as they say. So, and with you coming in your own reading, in your own energy, very strong. That's fantastic. With the Hierophant here, it feels like someone might have been teaching you recently. Maybe you've been being trained up, or you found someone like online, for instance, to help you with self-improvements and such. So that's really awesome. And with the Temperance card just itself, saying like you're being very flexible and such. You're not trying to like, kind of do what I've mentioned before, where every problem looks like a nail when all you have is a hammer. It's like you're being very flexible, have a lot of tools in your toolbox, and you're looking towards growing as much as possible here and learning as much as possible. So I'm loving that. That's a fantastic energy to be in here, Sagittarius, to start things off. And look, we got the Sun on the bottom of the deck. Happiest card in the deck. So that's fantastic. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness here for you too. So in your challenge positions, we got the Ace of Pentacles to start things off. We also got the Ten of Swords. And we've also got the Three of Cups. Interesting. So the Ten of Swords can represent you kind of being afraid that things are going to end very suddenly, very quickly, right? It's kind of one of those things where, you ever feel like things are going too good, right? And you're just kind of waiting for that other shoe to drop, that kind of situation. Or you're waiting for the bad thing. You're waiting for it all to kind of end. That's what the Ten of Swords can represent. The Three of Cups can represent that you might be having some challenges where it's like maybe you're having some challenges with your community, your friends, your family, your coworkers, things like that, where you're doing so well, and then they're, it might be a case where maybe they're jealous, or they're not really there to kind of share in your happiness, for one reason or other, maybe lockdowns or something like that with you, or maybe they're just busy and they can't spend time with you, that kind of thing. And the Ace of Pentacles just might represent that you're having trouble starting up something new here, maybe something that's going to lead to a ton of abundance. You're just worried you can't get it out of the gates right away, or you're having trouble starting something up, just because you're more in like the learning process back here. So interesting. Let's take a look at some possible outcomes though for you here, and maybe some things you might be able to try to work through this. All right, so let's see what we got for you, Sagittarius. Got Aries coming in with the Emperor. We got the Nine of Swords, and we've also got the Ten of Cups. So that's awesome. Nine of Swords is a little bit of a worry, but we're not going to worry about it too much because we're in a very strong position here. So the Emperor is Aries card, as I mentioned. So you may have Aries in your chart. If so, let me know down in the comments below. Always love to hear about that kind of stuff. Or you might be dealing with an Aries as well. So you can also let me know about that too. But the Emperor is the big boss. So I feel like this is you moving into that kind of an energy where you're very strong here at this time coming into the week. I feel like you're going to end up, once you kind of get through this little bit of a hurdle here and you get things going, you're going to be bossing up and being in a very strong position. And don't worry if you're not a man, the Emperor is just energy, right? It's like the Emperor and the Empress. They can't call them Emperor 1 and Emperor 2, right? So don't worry about that. It's just an energy, just putting out like that boss, authoritative energy, right? Very confident. So I like that. That's fantastic. We've got the Nine of Swords, so maybe some lingering worries about, things aren't going to work out. When is the bottom going to fall out? That kind of thing. But you can see that the rose patterns here on the blanket represent sort of like being in a bed of roses, like everything going fine. So like things are still good. And obviously there, we've got the Emperor and the Ten of Cups here. So nothing to worry about. So just watch your thoughts in that regard. Don't let them consume things so that you don't enjoy yourself here. And we got the Ten of Cups, which is your dreams coming true. This is everything you've ever wanted. It's all coming into fruition here. So like you're going to be good. You're going to be good. I feel like once maybe once you're done like learning and improving yourself and you actually get to start up and go, things are going to be moving in a very good position here for you. And you're going to be in such a strong position. Like I said, you just got to mind your thoughts is all, right? Just watch out. Don't let the negativity feed off of you. Don't let it, grow don't let it grow, right? Don't let the negativity grow because it will consume you and it'll wreck a good thing and ruin your enjoyment, right? So we're going to get you your clarifiers here in just a second, Sagittarius. Before we do, thank you so much for being here. We're going to tie everything off with an oracle card here at the end, so you are going to want to stick around for that. But let's get into your clarifiers. So clarifying your energies coming into this week. We got the Four of Wands, we got the Nine of Swords again, and we got the High Priestess as well. So, Four of Wands can represent, marriage, but it can also represent happiness as well, just in general happiness. So maybe you've recently gotten engaged or recently got married, or you're just committed to your own happiness here as well coming into this week, which is great. The Nine of Swords coming up again is just saying like you still have those fears despite you being in a good situation here. And that's kind of like we can see that's kind of like the challenge here in the middle is those fears are kind of putting in a lot of negativity here. So it might be just a situation where you're worried like, oh, my friends don't like me. I can't start up anything new. It's not going to work out. And even if it does, it's just going to end so quickly. Like I'm going to be snuffed out before I even begin, right? But you are in a very strong position. And the High Priestess says, trust your instincts, trust your gut. Don't trust your brain. Your brain's the one telling you this isn't going to work. But your gut's the one saying, yeah, let's do this, right? So I'm digging that, right? I'm digging that. That's awesome. So let's take a look at the clarifiers for your challenge position here. We got Six of Cups, rather. I was going to say Page of Cups. We got Six of Cups, the Hermit, and the Eight of Pentacles. So worried that with the Eight of Cups, this might be something you're trying to master. And you're just worried you're not going to be able to get it. You're not going to understand. Like we're trying to improve ourselves and such and learn from the Hierophant down here. Just worried that like you're not going to get it, right? That's what the Eight of Pentacles kind of represents, it being in your challenge position, whereas normally it represents you mastering something. So I feel like it's just you not really feeling like you're going to get it, right? Even though you are very strong here at this time and you're going to be strong after this. So I wouldn't worry about that. The Hermit, just you're worried that like this isn't the path you're supposed to be going down. Like you feel like, oh no, this isn't it because you don't think it's clicking right away. You don't feel like you're mastering stuff. So it's like, oh, it's feeding more into that self-doubt. And with the Six of Cups here, you're feeling more like I shouldn't have done this. I should have just gone back to where I used to be. Like I'm lingering for the past or a past person or something like that. You just don't want to be in the present, and you don't want to move forward. You want to go back to your kind of comfort zone and move back into the way things were before, Sagittarius. But like we're heading into a strong position, like maybe even stronger than the strong position you started off in. So like I said, it's just all in your head, right? This is just all in your head. So let's take a look at your clarifier. Well, we're looking at your clarifiers. Let's look at your outcome cards. Oh, the Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, that's fantastic. And the Five of Pentacles as well. Yeah, there's still going to be some of that lingering, like, oh no, this isn't working out with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, but it is working out. It's in a very good spot. You just, like I say, you got to not let that negativity shine through. The Five of Pentacles can represent, feeling left out in the cold, and you might, because we have that Three of Cups back here where it's in your challenge position. You feel like your friends and community aren't helping you out. But the Five of Pentacles really represents is not letting your weaknesses show, right? Don't let the negativity show. Be strong, right? Let your strengths shine. We got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is a card of getting what you give and being very fortunate as well, being very lucky. It's sort of to say, like, if you put positivity into the wheels can also give you positivity back, right? If you come in strong, being like, I'm going to achieve my dreams, I'm going to accomplish my goals, the Wheel of Fortune is like, yeah, you are, and it's going to support you. But if you feed the negativity with these cards, then it's going to be like, no, you're not going to do this, and you're never going to do it, right? That's how people get locked in cycles, right? Where you feel like, oh, I'm never going to accomplish anything in my life, right? You get that, you've ever met that person you ever worked with, and they're like, oh, I'm a lifer here at this like grocery store or something, right? Because that's what they're doing. They're feeding the negativity. They're not focusing on the positives. They're not focusing on their strengths. They're not focusing on getting out of there and finding more opportunities in their life. We've also got the Ace of Wands here, which is an awesome start. It's saying go for it. Like, do the thing if you got the guts, right? The Ace of Wands wants you to go forward and achieve whatever you want to achieve. Whatever that spark of creation in your mind is, go after it. And with the Emperor and the Ten of Cups here as well in your outcome position, like, do it. Just go for it. Don't worry about the negative thoughts. You can accomplish this. You got everything you need to achieve what you want to achieve. It's just a matter of being strong and not letting that negativity shine through, Sagittarius. So let's take a look at your oracle card here. Oh, interesting. So we got the butterfly spirit on the bottom of the deck. Transformation is beautiful. Like, transform. Don't let this negativity take you over anymore. Like, move on, right? Like, get out of here. So I hope this is resonating. Hope this is helping out, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at your oracle card and see what we got, all right? For you, we've got the Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. Boom. Boom. Like, make your dreams real, Sagittarius. Like, just do it. Don't worry what those negative thoughts are saying in your head. You got all the power in the world. Like, you ever watch He-Man? I have the power, right? Like, that's you. You have it. It's just, don't let those negative thoughts get to you. Make your dreams a reality. Spiders, it doesn't matter how many times you crush a spider's web. As long as that spider's still alive and kicking, it's going to make another web, right? It's going to keep working hard. It's going to keep making its home. It's going to keep pursuing its dream and, like, living it out, right? That's what spiders do. They're scary little things for a lot of people, but they are very admirable because you could destroy a spider web, and as long as the spider is still alive, it's going to find another spot and it's going to put a web up again. It's not going to let whatever happened in its life deter it. It's going to keep going, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't let the negativity bother it. It's like, I worked so hard and it got ruined. Well, I'll just make another one. Like, don't worry about it, right? And that's what you need to be through this. You need to be strong. You need to not worry about anything here. Don't worry about the negativity. Go after what you want. You got all the power in the world here. Don't let a little bit of self-doubt and a little bit of like, oh, maybe I can't do this, ruin a potential amazing thing, potentially realizing your dreams, Sagittarius. So I hope this has helped you out. Remember, you can leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you like what I do here and you haven't subscribed already. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one, and I will see you, Sagittarius, in the next video.